Well, from Busia, let's now head over to the coast where Mombasa Senator Hassan Omar has picked 39-year-old hotelier Linda Shuma as his running mate for the gubernatorial race under the Wiper Party. During the event, Omar, who will be taking on the incumbent Ali Hassan Joho, said this was the beginning of a journey to reclaim Mombasa County from what he described as poor leadership and historical injustices. All right, let's now speak to our reporter Francis Ontomwa for more on what seems like a battle royale for Mombasa. Francis, from this particular event of unveiling the running mate, what really does this mean now for the battle for Mombasa County?
Well, Akisa, the political landscape of Mombasa here has already started shaping in earnest here with the unveiling of Hassan Omar's now running mate to contest for the governorship of Mombasa. And of course, it has been a colorful event here. There were many party supporters coming here to see, of course, to know who will be number two to Hassan Omar in the race that will be in August. And basically, what this sets, it's a huge tone in the politics of Mombasa, because right now, of course, now the ground has already been broken, and it is now, of course, racing with time to really see whether they can be able to snatch the numbers, setting up a huge contest that will be, of course, trying to unseat the incumbent Hassan Ali Joho. Also, this race has other contenders. Of course, we have Suleiman Shabal, was already also announced his deputy as being Ananaya Mwaboza for the Jubilee ticket. And therefore, this particular juncture, you'll allow me now to, for the first time, of course, to introduce the running mate of Hassan Ali Joho here, Miss Madam Linda Shuma, who will be, of course, talking to us about her vision for Mombasa. Congratulations, Madam. Let's begin by understanding what's your vision for Mombasa, and perhaps what are you bringing really to Mombasa?
Coming from a background of community development, having experienced different things as I go about my work on a daily basis, I hope to be able to influence policy at the county level and be able to implement policy as well. Several things and several gaps are identified in different sections of the community. But I would like to be able to meet those gaps through policy and policy implementation. For me, my vision for Mombasa is large. A vision that looks out for education being the basis for a lot of other things, especially in terms of developmental progression. I would like to have education that is quality, that runs right through from the kindergarten up to secondary level, where children and students in schools are able to access the necessary tools for them to achieve academic excellence as well. As noted in my speech as well, I would look at learning being beyond classroom, beyond achievement of certificates, and being experiential. It is through experience that you're able to learn and able to forge ahead, finding out what more. When you talk about education, you're looking at involving sports, the arts, and many other fields. Yes.
You represent a very interesting constituency, and actually your background is women and children. Perhaps do you have a particular vision for this lot of people?
When you talk of women and children, you basically encompass the whole society, because in children then you have boys and girls. My vision for them is to be empowered, give them the knowledge to know that they have several opportunities to them, that they have a lot more to achieve and a lot more just beyond what they have in their different wards or constituencies. Life is a lot more. There's a lot of opportunities today that are offered to us through the digital platforms and many other platforms. Yes.
How important is it to strike harmony between governors and their deputies? Because not once but several we've seen in the public domain this spilling over, governors and deputy governors actually having some sort of a tug of war. From your perspective, how important is it perhaps to strike this harmony?
I think it is a very important aspect to have, to be able to create that harmony. For me, I think it is a delicate balance between hoarding, quote unquote, popularity with the people, but so much more focusing on what is taking you into office to be able to deliver your projected manifesto to the people. As long as you keep focus, look at your strategy and look at being able to achieve and actualize that strategy, then I think the harmony should actually be actualized.
Lastly, do you consider this perhaps the winning ticket? Is it a done deal for your side, or you think there is still much more to be done as you head, of course, to the elections?
Heading to the elections, the race is tight, but I believe that we have what it takes to be able to lead Mombasa to its glory. I noted in my speech that as counties were receiving their codes, very interestingly, Mombasa received 001. And it cannot be a mistake for Mombasa to have received that code. I believe that together with the person running for this seat, Honorable Hassan Omar, Hassan, we should be able to win, and win by big margins, because he has a history running and fighting for the rights of human beings, not just within Mombasa, but in the country and internationally. He has a history of integrity, which is especially key going into these elections. And I believe that we are assured of a victory.
If I can pick your mind on the very last subject, of course, you come into this space, of course, promising the alternative in Mombasa. That means perhaps you're not happy with the current administration. What is this that you really want to fix, that you are calling yourself the alternative?
There are several things, many of them from a policy issue. Lots of, as we have gone around picking ideas from the citizenry of Mombasa, a lot of the citizenry is not happy. And we hope to be able to deliver that change, to return hope, to return faith to the people, and be able to have a participatory government, as opposed to a government that works in